And welcome back, everybody, to my realm. Happy Friday, everybody! I'm so glad that I get to stream 2 days in a row. It's very rare that my work ever allows me 2 days in a row to do stuff like this, because usually I'm really tired and I just don't feel like doing anything. But welcome back, everyone. So, I actually got my controller to work, but in a way that makes me feel very dumb. So, when I bought the controller originally, I initially just went off the assumption that, okay, maybe it's a controller that I charge, because I haven't ever owned an Xbox controller that was newer than the 360 era. So I had no idea how they worked. I always assumed that they were under a charge. So when I bought it and I opened up the box, or I looked at the box earlier, it said, oh, two AA batteries. So I am officially an idiot. So it came with two AA batteries and I have extra ones, so I could have used it the entire time. It's just that I was too dumb to look at the box and actually see what was written there. So, further proof for anyone in chat who doubts my ability to read, you are very much correct, because I cannot read, because I did not know that my controller took batteries and not charging them. So, anyway, we are going to be continuing Kingdom Hearts 1. It's been a little bit since I played it last. I'm probably going to end up leaving the Tarzan area because the platforming was a little frustrating for me, and I want to do kind of the easier areas first. And after consulting with some friends about it, it's probably best for me to do that, just because I don't really want to go into an area from the start of the stream really frustrated, so I want to do something that's a little easier on myself. I never doubted your ability. Well, I believe you, Sarah, but that's only because I've known you for 10 years. But yeah, we are going to go continue Kingdom Hearts 1. Since I played it with the PC controls last time, I'm going to have to get used to the controller controls, so bear with me. But I will probably have a better time with it, because the game was designed with a controller in mind, not mouse and keyboard. But the problem is that the layout of the Xbox One, Xbox Series X controllers is so different than what I'm used to. It's going to be an interesting experience trying this out. So I actually need to turn my volume down just a little bit. And let's see if it actually picks up the game. That's usually what happens. It doesn't pick it up the first time. But I guess I have to select the game first, because it's a separate executable. So how's everybody doing today? Like, anyone having a good Friday? Like, anything crazy happen? Whether that be good or bad crazy? How's everyone doing tonight? And welcome to the stream, Sarah, Cranberry, Tasty, and everyone else who is here. You going to be in some Pokemon multi-battles? Oh, hey, no prob. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you're here and you're lurking, you're still here, so that's still really great. Okay, so controller seems to be working, though you can't really see me like holding it. Like, it's really hard for the camera to pick that up, so only if I like raise my hand will you be able to see it. Kind of a stressful day. Well, hey, this might be a good de-stressor. Okay, I was at the camp tent. Okay, yeah, this is loads better. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Okay, that's the attack button, which is A. That's going to take some getting used to. B is jump, A is attack. Okay. So, I will say, though, for those who played Kingdom Hearts before, how exactly do you leave an area? Like, say, because I have Goofy and Donald again, even though Tarzan's in my party. How do I leave from this area? Go to the save point? Okay. Okay. Oh, well, how about that? That's actually a pretty good quality of life feature. So I guess you have to go to each individual place, like, you can't just like teleport back to here. I think this is where I was going to originally, so I'll just go there. Oh yeah, I'm having so much of a better time with the controller doing this bit. And I just love how it's, like, Star Fox-esque. It's like I'm getting the best of, like, two of my favorite game franchises. Oh yeah, it was bad. Like I said, I had no idea that my controller took batteries and not a charge. Like, I just assumed that I had to like put it on charger, or, like plug in a cord or something, because I haven't owned an Xbox controller that was newer than the 360 era of designs, at least since well, forever. Yes, please, Trends. Like, I will state this early on. Absolutely no backseating. And no, like, fake giving me advice either, because that really threw me off last time. And it's nobody's fault, and it's all, like, it's fine to joke around, but, like, that really threw me off last time, so, I only need help if I ask for it. Oh, Alt F4 wins the game? Okay, no. I was very close to actually doing that. Yeah, I just love this, because it's basically Star Fox. I could play a game that's literally just this, like a Kingdom Hearts game. To be fair, how many decades have we used controllers to plug in the console? Since gaming was invented, pretty much. But to be fair, like, there is wireless Xbox 360 controllers. I mean, most of the controllers from 360 were wireless, but... and took batteries, but I assumed that, like, things had been different from the 360 to the Xbox One and Series X era. It had to be Wonderland. Okay, thank you, Sarah. I really appreciate that.
Oh, my fur missus! I'm late, I'm late, I'm late! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! I'm here, I should be there! Oh, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late! Oh, the Queen, she'll have my head for sure!
Well, maybe you shouldn't have been late. You've got a clock, dumbass. It's like, if you got a clock, you know what time it is. It's like, oh, I gotta be at the Queen's place by 12 o'clock. Sure, let's just... Like, it's your own fault you're late, boy. Like, seriously. Ironically, I replayed Alice is Dead today. I had a PS2 controller, and dear God, the port is weird. Yeah, like, I'm amazed at how small this controller is. So it's basically, for those who are curious on what I'm using an Xbox One/Series X controller that is Bluetooth compatible, so you're able to use it on Windows 10 and really anything with a Bluetooth. So it's red, and it's very small. Like, I'm used to a really bulky controller design, but like, it's fairly small in my hand, because I grew up with the Duke controller with the Xbox, so it's like, I'm used to, like, massive controllers in my hand. Yes, it read. And it's also dead, and it's time for my redemption.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
Was that a joke about my weight?
Must
Because
you
fuck
be
you,
so
doorknob,
loud?
man.
You woke me up.
Oh, poor baby.
Good morning. Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Bitch, you just let the
Wait,
rabbit in
what do you
there.
have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle? Over there.
Okay, do I just go up and click on it? So I guess drinking it again makes us big. Okay, where's that stupid Oh yeah, I'm doing combos a lot better with the controller. Oh yeah, this is so much better. Oh wow. Okay, so, Tasty, you mentioned that there was a quick menu that I could use for magic. How exactly do I do that? Oh, probably shouldn't hit the table when I'm trying to hit the enemies. Yep, hold left bumper. Okay. Oh, cool! Yeah, that's so much better. Like, this is, like, infinitely an more enjoyable experience with the controller. I'm usually a mouse and keyboard spirit, but in this instance, I will say that the controller is superior. In this instance. Let's see. Kickstand door. Mom, holy fuck. Hey kid, good to see ya. Original had item in your menu be the context action. You can customize it through the menu as you get more stuff. Okay. Alright, doorknob. You lazy doorknob fuck. Let's open the door. Fine, I'll just set you on fire, you mother... Who builds this shit? It's just so cool, like, it just offers a whole new perspective when we're all small. Thwack. Yeah, it's like you're a doorknob, your job is to open, not fall asleep. It looks like there's an opening right here. So I'm guessing maybe I have to get big and move that, maybe? Because lazy doorknob fuck won't open the door, so... And I like how just, like, Sora's the only one that has to drink it. Like, Goofy and Donald don't have to. There we go. It's like just, we're magically connected, like, on a spiritual level, where each of us, like, we drink one thing or something happens to us, we just all immediately, like, turn in different sizes. It's like, I don't need your stupid doorknob. Let it be known that the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland is not a cousin of mine.
Court is now in session.
I'm on trial. But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
Off with her
This
head.
girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
What kind of dictatorship bullshit?
have
Well, I
you
guess she's a
anything
queen,
to
but...
say in your defense?
So why does the queen get to be the judge, jury, and executioner?
Absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
Really? That's cool.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling? Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged. For
There's
the
no
crime
jury, you
of assault and
I'm trying not to
attempted
swear, I'm
theft
sorry.
by
I'm trying to be better about that.
Overhead.
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there!
who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Well, you don't have any proof that it was her either. Like, what is this injustice? Like, what is this court system? So the queen gets to be judge, jury, and executioner? Like, even, like, in a monarchy, there would be some sort of court system where the queen doesn't have to worry about any of this stuff. I call bullshit on this. Oh, come on, I'll take your head off, you stupid bitch. Man, I keep trying not to swear, but it just comes out. It's just naturally. I guess it's because I'm more comfortable, like, I let out swears a lot more. Before you sits Her Royal Majesty, the noble Queen of Hearts. Okay. I mean, the ball's in your court, guys. I mean, you imprisoned a lady without any evidence on your part, so why do I have to search for your evidence? Okay. Oh, he scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. The Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't always tell. The answer, the culprit, the cat all lie in darkness. See, I remember, like, what was it, 2010 or something like that, whenever Johnny Depp did that live-action Alice in Wonderland. Like, I remember watching it, but it was so late at night that I don't remember anything about it. I don't even remember if it was a good movie, I just know that Johnny Depp was in it.
Thunder! Come on!
Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a lot more relaxing, I'd say, than the Tarzan Forest, because I suck at precision platforming. Plus, I'd like to kind of get more abilities before I do that area. Because this one was marked at like 1 star in difficulty, and then Tarzan was like a 3.
Come on! Come on!
Oh yeah, that reminds me. So, something that I was talking to Tasty about before the stream. So, so a big thing that I've been doing in, like, with my streaming and, like, just me, like, in general, is that I've been, like, on a really long, like, journey of self-healing from a lot of stuff that happened to me in the past. So what I did today, or actually last night, is, I messaged one of my old school bullies, like, I emailed him, and I told him, like, hey, you know, this is what was going on, like, at the time, like, I didn't really mention anything specific, because, like, I do remember a lot of the stuff that he did say, but I didn't want to, like, bring back any, like, terrible memories. Like, I just wanted to kind of be vague, like, I wasn't blaming him specifically. But, like, I contacted him, and I was like, you know, hey, like, I don't have any hard feelings about this stuff, but this is stuff that's been bothering me for a long time. So, I emailed him, and this morning I got a reply, and he actually apologized to me. He's like, that he realizes that, you know, he wasn't the best person when he was in school, and he's, like, been working really hard to be a better person, and, like, he has a family now, and all this other stuff. So it's really awesome that that happened, because, like, that specific person that I emailed, like, had been, like, that voice in the back of my head for years because of the things that he said to me when I was in 6th grade, so... You're telling me that the Dalmatians were in the goddamn treasure chest? It's too big to eat. But yeah, like, that's just a little self-healing thing that I did, which I'm really... It took a lot of strength out of me to do that, but I did, and it really makes me feel better. Yeah, because, like, like, some of the people that gave me trouble when I was that age, like, I see them sometimes at my store, and, like, there was one time that I saw this person, like, a different person who was a bully in school, and I found that completely by accident, too, which is awesome. Ooh, items that I have no idea what they do, but I love free stuff. Oh, there's that, item that that tree needed. I mean, out of context, it's like, yes, I'm talking to these damn trees. Give me a potion, okay? Give it to the flower, okay? Oh, cool, like, he took a potion and he gave me a high potion. Like, I don't know what kind of barter system this is, but I appreciate it. It's like, I gave him an inferior item and he gave me a better one. Okay, so what about you, tree? Flower. Sure, I'll give you one.
Here.
A camping set. Little did I know that this flower is the sole proprietor of a sporting goods store in Wonderland. Okay, I don't have one for them. Yeah, me too. I've forgotten the words of the cat. Sure. Trends, you gotta understand that I'm playing the game and I'm reading the chat at the same time. I will miss stuff. Sure. Okay, this is more my speed. Bring it on.
Come on. Fire. Fire. Come on. Come on. Fire. Come on. Fire.
Right. I feel like they'd collapse under the body weight of it.
Fire. This should help.
So they seem to be just getting back up, so I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Or maybe... do I have to free... or do I just have to keep fighting them?
Come on.
I look around. Okay. Oh.
Fire. Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna lead them over here so they don't harass me while I'm trying to do this.
Come on. This should help.
Oh, come on. Seriously? And what was the whole point of that? Yeah, they just keep getting back up. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Neat. Yeah, and like, if you're, like, offering it help, like, in a legitimate manner, like, that's fine, and if I ask for help, that's fine. It's just, the only rule that I have is, like, don't, like, tell me explicitly what to do, like, oh, grab this thing, or like, oh, you should have done that. Yeah, like, that's the only backseating that I don't allow. The Queen has spoken. So why am I doing the Queen's dirty work whenever she's the one who kidnapped Alice in the first place, put her in a cage, like, and you guys nearly murdered me, so I have literally zero incentive to assist you in any manner.
Fire!
What about hints that lead you in the right direction, just instead of directly telling you what to do? Hints are okay, but like as long as it's not like plastered into the chat. Because a big problem that I had the last time I streamed this is that not pointing any fingers at anyone directly, but there was an issue where people would like tell me like, oh, well, you do this, and then they just were like confusing me on purpose, basically. And it made it really hard for me to figure out what to properly do, because I'm like, oh, well, they were telling me to do something that was non-existent in the game to begin with, and that was confusing me. So, yeah, that was the biggest issue I had the last stream, is when people were doing that. Well, yeah, I can only do this. Cheshire Cat, if you're not straight with me, I'm gonna knock your teeth out and make a necklace out of it. Well, I remember that rock was blocking like a door or something.
Fire!
I mean, the Heartless are pretty, like, these Heartless are pretty much glorified pinatas. I'm just beating them until the candy comes out, quite literally. A Lucid Shard. And see, what I'm liking so far is that Sora feels like a Final Fantasy protagonist, but like he's a Final Fantasy protagonist mixed with Disney characters, and it's like I think that's really unique and cool. Like, it shows you that the Disney universe isn't always sunshine and rainbows, as is usually portrayed in Disney media. Like, no, it can get pretty damn dark.
Come on! Come on! Fire!
Oh, Dodge Roll, I'm so happy that I have this now. Okay, now let me look at the chat. Hints can also be cool if they're not immediately given. As soon as a problem arises, give the streamer some time to figure it out themselves. Just like the Grimm stories many of the Disney movies were based on. Right, yeah, like, I just think it's cool, because, like, again, it's a mixture of genres that I never would have expected, like Final Fantasy and Disney. Like, I really love Final Fantasy, and this is the first Kingdom Hearts game I've ever played, so it's like, I see a lot of the Final Fantasy-esque gameplay, but in a new light, because I just finished Final Fantasy 15, which has a very similar gameplay style, so it's really, like, I feel very at home with this gameplay style. Yeah, I think that rock was blocking a door. I'm trying to remember where that door was. Over here. The Tea Party Garden. Yeah, Cloud. Like, I am so happy Cloud is here. Like Cloud, and the fact that I had to fight Squall, and like most of like Traverse Town has like Final Fantasy VII and so on characters. Like, that's awesome. Wipe that smug look off your face and tell me a direct answer for once. Want to fight in the shadows? Try turning on the light. Oh, well, thanks, jackass. Cloud is so moody. Well, I mean, that's just Cloud in general. Like, the whole not interested.
Come on! Come on!
Yeah, because 7 was really the first Final Fantasy I ever got to, like, legitimately play. So seeing like some of my favorite childhood Disney movies mixed with Final Fantasy, like that is awesome.
Thunder.
You're gonna have Blast in some section of the two main games. He thick. He thick, he big. Oh, by the way, I hear the bass from that annoying person that I mentioned on stream multiple times. So I've actually seen that person's vehicle, and they're about as gracious, or like they're about as great as you'd expect. They have a vehicle that then on the back of their truck it says, "Too loud, too bad." It's like something about how they don't care that their music is too loud. It's like, well, I hope you guys enjoy being deaf at 36. Gonna explore this room a little more. Which Disney movies would you like to see in this game? Keep in mind it's early 2000s. Well, most of my favorite Disney movies are from the Disney Renaissance anyway, so stuff that would be pre 2000. So stuff like Bambi, Lion King, Little Mermaid, what else? Peter Pan, stuff like that. Okay, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Especially Lion King. The Thundera G. What is that? Oh, it's for the gummy ship. Mid-sized cannon. Yeah, I remember Trends in the chat said something about, like, customizing the gummy ship, which I will do at some point. I just, like, there's a lot to keep track of, and it's kind of difficult so far, but... Because, like, right now I'm still, like, struggling with my sense of direction. And even if they don't fit an entire world, some characters may come up in a different manner. Okay. So, we're supposed to go find Alice, so, I will admit, like, where am I supposed to go from here, chat? Like, I know whenever, like, I know my limits and whenever I need to, like, phone the audience, so to speak, so this will be one of those moments. I'd explore, everything is opened up. Go back to the room where Cheshire Cat spoke to you. Like the forest, or... Oh, there's a room up there. Now beyond the tea party room. Okay. Well, it is Wonderland, so I'm not expecting it to be like sunshine and rainbows. Oh, really? The item's up there? I hate precision platforming! There we go. Okay. Your spite is that other places will have much less Cheshire Cat BS. Oh, I see this item up there. Don't think I can reach it just yet, though. Yeah, so back in this room. Yeah, my thing is, like, especially with characters like Cheshire Cat, like, I'm always for, like, just give me a straight answer, like, don't beat around the bush, just, like, and that's why I'm just getting so, like, fake rage at Cheshire Cat. It's like, Cat, I will knock your teeth out and make a necklace out of it if you don't give me a straight answer. Like, you know, if you can help me find Alice, like, help me find Alice. Don't beat around the bush. I mean, I've got a keyblade. Like, I'll shove this keyblade down your throat.
Fire! This should help.
It's funny because he gave you a straight answer, you just weren't paying attention. Well, no, that was not a straight answer. He's like, oh, well, shadows, light, blah, blah, blah. It's like, enough with the poetic bullshit and just give me, like, go here, do this. Not everyone is educated. Yeah, it really was not a straight answer. Okay, so I see something up there, but... Oh, the room's upside down. Like, that's why this room looks so wacky. Yeah, because there's something right here, and then something over there. Okay. Touch. Boy. I could have figured that out on my own. You didn't need to condescendingly... Cheshire Cat. Like, I'm gonna make a coat out of you, you smug little shit. Oh, goody! I get to see Ding Dong Dick, or Ding Dong Dick. Okay, so I'm assuming that because I've done that, and he mentioned something about going to the doorknob, like, the doorknob at the beginning should work now. At least that's my, assumption. You'll have a better view from higher up. Good, you're actually giving me some straight-up directions this time. Oh, and by the way...
Fire! Thunder!
I so wish that friendly fire was not a thing! Or was a thing. You've leveled up. Your thighs have upgraded your confidence. Now you're now able to use leverage to intimidate others, like those darn pesky cats, plus 30 speech.
Ha! Come on! Come on! Come on! Fire!
Oh, big boy.
Come on! Here!
Yeah, like, as it stands, Donald and Goofy really aren't doing all that much for me. And that's also because, you know, it's so early game that I don't really have anything for them. Plus, like, I know that, like, Donald, I think, is the one that everyone uses as the healer, so I'm gonna try to, like, play by that meta at the very least, but... Again, there's still a lot of stuff that I'm kind of learning about Kingdom Hearts as I play. No more Keyblade, only teammate play. Well, I'm gonna have to override that because I don't understand half of this game's mechanics, so I'm gonna override that. If somebody can refund those points, please do. Oh. Neat. Okay. I don't think I'm going to mess with it just yet. Because once I get, like, more of a surplus of items and equipment and stuff, then I think that's when I'll mess with that. Because, like, they haven't died yet, which is the important part, I guess. So, Cheshire Cat said something about, like being big again, but I'm in the doorknob, so I'm not exactly... Well, here, let me go back to small. Because he said something about the doorknob, so I want to make sure that I'm not missing something here. And he's still asleep. Like, was there really any incentive for me to turn big? Like, what... Like, what... The shadows should be here soon. Are you prepared for the worst? If not, too bad. Finally, some action. And look at how he disappears like the little cowardly shit he is. Oh, he's got 2 health bars. I am fucked.
Come on! Thunder! Ha! Thunder! Ha!
Oh, they destroyed the chair. Nice.
Fire!
See, this is stuff that I have more fun with, is like the bosses and stuff. Like, it's just the in-between stuff where I'm like lost endlessly, that's when I have like issues in games.
Fire!
I mean, this is probably not how I'm supposed to fight this boss, but I mean, it's working for me, so I may as well. Like, I mean, he hasn't really hit me much at all, and I've done a lot of damage to him. No, get back here! I just want to beat you endlessly with my key. Damn it! Yeah. Yeah, like, okay, like, you know, give me an easy boss and then just have him do an instant kill attack. Thanks, game. Here, I'll give Sora all the potions. There we go. Let's try this again, you damn cat. I do like how it threw me a curveball. Like, I was expecting that to be really like a walk in the park, but like they cleverly threw a curveball where he had a much higher damage attack.
Come on.
Onto the chair. From the chair over to you. And my voice cracked for a second there. Yes, even spirits like myself, my voice does crack.
Fire!
Them legs still. Like, are his boots like literally scythes? Oh, that's what's going on. He literally took like torches from the fireplace. Here, I'll give you a taste of your own medicine.
Donald!
There, Donald. Help us out here.
This should help.
Yeah, having the HP bar really helps. Like, if I was playing this without it, I would not know, like, anything. There we go. Take that, Slender Man. I recently started a Proud Mode level 1 playthrough, and it's an absolute nightmare. Well, I can imagine, like, this is hard enough, like, for somebody who's just, like, playing the game for the first time. I can only imagine how hard it would be, like, at level 1 throughout the entire game.
What a racket.
Oh, shut up, sleepyhead.
How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
You're a goddamn doorknob. Like, you don't sleep. Your job is for me to move you and open. Like, what does a doorknob even dream about? The gummy ain't like the others, no sir. Okay, I'll hold on to it. Splendid, you're quite the hero, but there's something you're missing. I won't tell, but I'll give you something. Attain the power of ice, learn magic spell Blizzard. Cheshire Cat in this game is like those childhood riddles that you just are so simple, but you just never understand them until years later. Like it's what's black and white and red all over. Oh, it's a newspaper. He's like one of those. He's like a living embodiment of the goddamn childhood riddle. I may look cute, but I do swear quite a lot. Okay, so you said there was an item that I got, Trends. Are you talking about, like, equipment? Yeah, but that doesn't mean that I can't complain about his character. It's like I'm thinking of this from like a perspective of myself encountering this person. Like if it were me, I'd just say like get on with it. Like don't give me this stupid, nonsensical poem garbage. Reduces fire damage and raises max AP and defense. Reduces fire damage. Quit. Let me give some of these to... I'll give that to Donald, because he was the one who... Or not, Goofy. Like, that'll be it. It's very beneficial. You can use the base, it's just harder slightly and slower. Yeah, I think what I'll do is, like, maybe, like, what I'll do is I'll mess with this, but I'll mess with it off-stream, with some help with some friends, because I also don't want to, like, be spending, like, 20, 30, 40 minutes on just this part. You do unlock other models later if you don't want to build one, you just need to find the pieces for them. Yeah, that'll probably be what I'd need to do. It's literally still called the goddamn Thighwind. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Wait. Oh, cool. Kingdom, Cindy, Shiva, Thywind. I still cannot believe. So the raft ended up being, damn it. Okay, so where am I supposed to go from here, I wonder? Like, again, like, this is one of those moments where I do need to ask for a little bit of assistance. So, Alice was clearly kidnapped. We have to go find her, but, like, there wasn't anything I could see in Wonderland that I could go to find her. So is there a place that I'm supposed to go from here? Okay, so I have to go back to the deep jungle. Well, I have been to the Tarzan area, but I was only there briefly. Because when I played this on stream last time, the issue that I had was that I was using the mouse and keyboard. And the controls for mouse and keyboard, while they're good, they're definitely not ideal. But yeah, like I said, I'd literally just play an entire game with just the Gummy Ship minigame, because I love this. I am 100% all for Star Fox type games, and I'm so happy that this is part of Kingdom Hearts, like a Star Fox style minigame. Because I mean, it's a rail shooting space game. Like, I love that. I just love this so much. Like, even if it is, like, this mission at least is kind of predictable, I really love this. Like, it just feels like Star Fox, and that's so weird in a Disney Square Enix title that I am playing a Star Fox style minigame. Like, that is the most unexpected and welcome thing that I've seen so far. Yeah, we'll go to the tent. I guess you could say we can get the whole game while riding Eno's Thywind. Do you remember what he did in the last Deep Jungle? We'll have to check every room. Isn't what journal's for. Yeah, never found it helpful. Sora and Donald fought over the Gummy Ship's controls and crashed into the Deep Jungle. While separated from Donald and Goofy, Sora was attacked by Saber, but then rescued by Tarzan. Tarzan can't communicate well, but it appears Sora's friends are somewhere in the Deep Jungle. Could he be referring to Kairi and Riku? Go with Tarzan, see if you can find them. Okay, so I'm assuming Tarzan has to be in my party. Oh, well, I did get a bunch of slides, so... Okay, so I'm assuming I have to get more. Like, I got a bunch of them, but I guess there's more. Gorilla la la la. Clayton's the name. I'm a hunter, not a researcher. Okay, that's great information. Wait a minute. These teapots look like the ones from fucking Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, that was actually my college mascot, a gorilla. Research Note 3. Replication experiment. Replicating items. So last time I was here, there was like that upper area with like all the vines and stuff, and I'm assuming that's where I'm supposed to go. Guerrilla Warfare. Or Guerrilla Radio. If anyone in the chat is a fan of Rage Against the Machine. I still don't get why these Dalmatians are in a treasure chest. Like, did Cruella de Vil just shove them into a box and, like, spread them across the multiverse? It's like, yep, this is how I'm gonna make my Dalmatian fur coat. I'm gonna put them in these boxes all across the multiverse, and I'll just, well, I don't understand. Like, who puts puppies in treasure chests? Come on. I guess Square Enix, but that's beside the point. Is that Saber?
Deep freeze.
Come on!
Yeah, run. Just run. Okay, anyway. I might end up going back to Traverse Town, just so I can buy some items. Because while I do have plenty of healing items, I think, I'd still like to have more of a surplus of them, just in case. They need a paddling mechanic for this game. Okay, there's nothing up here, I guess? Oh, I can climb on the vines. Nice. Well, I guess that's just a way for me to climb up if I don't want to. But that's nice to know, because if I see one of these vines, I'll know that I can climb it. Can't read part 77. Like, I hate to say it, Trends, but go a little easy on the teasing today. Like, I'm trying to play the game and I'm trying to be serious, and the teasing really is throwing me off a little bit. So keep it a little, like, under the weather, like under the radar this time, please. Yes, please. Like, I mean, I'm not mad or anything. It's just that, like, when I'm trying to play and, like, I'm, like, getting, like, overwhelmingly teased, like, it just throws me off and it kind of stresses me out a little bit, so... Speaking honestly, as a person, not a streamer. Grab more slides in the camp area. Okay. Oh, where do you see it at? Like, I'll just kind of get, like, an upper area. I see something over there on top of the tent. I think that might be it. Yeah, that one over there? Okay. But can I jump on top of this stuff? Oh. I'm up here. It's up here. No. Oh, I think I might have destroyed the crate that I needed to move over there, so I need to leave the area and come back. Yeah, but I'm also functioning on, like, 2 brain cells, so I have to, like, use one brain cell to play, and then the other brain cell is to figure something out. The only easy day was yesterday. You're kidding me. There's literally an open... Like, you're telling me I can't push this through here? Game? Seriously? Or do I have to be, like, in a very particular spot to do it? Okay. I think you jump on the brown tent to get up there. I think maybe it's also because I'm just overcomplicating it. Like, it's much simpler than it appears to be, but, like, I keep thinking that Square Enix is trying to pull a big brain move. So, like, I'm trying things that it ordinarily in other games would be successful, but it's like, you know, it's like I'm trying to build, like a light-speed engine when all I need is, like, a Model T car, or even, like, a horse-drawn carriage. Okay, there we go. That was an easy to miss one, though.
Where are my friends, Riku and Kairi? Hey, I thought...
That leaves just one place. Young man, we've been in this jungle for some time now. But we have yet to encounter these friends of yours. I'd wager they're with the gorillas, but Tarzan refuses to take us to them.
Really, Mr. Clayton? Tarzan wouldn't hide...
Then take us there. Take us to the gorillas. Gorillas.
Gorilla. Oh, that's why you were saying that, chat. Gorillas. The gorilla, la la la.
Tarzan, are you sure?
Tarzan, go see Kerchak.
Kerchak?
He must be the leader. Perfect. I'll go along as an escort.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen Tarzan. Like, probably not since I was a little kid. But Tarzan, like, I love the soundtrack. I listen to the soundtrack fairly regularly because it's Phil Collins. And that's something that I really like about Disney Renaissance films, so let me nerd out about music for a second here, chat. So, Phil Collins did a lot of the music for Tarzan. Phil Collins being the famous 80s solo artist along with his band Genesis. And then Lion King was composed by Hans Zimmer and Elton John, like two of the greatest... like, one of the greatest composers of all time mixed with one of the greatest musicians of the 20th century. Like, that is incredible. Like, I mean, Disney, like, makes a lot of mistakes, but at least, like, with Tarzan and Lion King, they make good music choices, because I love Elton John. I love Phil Collins, so... Yeah, like, he's sang in 4 languages for Tarzan? No way! Oh, I had no idea. I'm gonna have to check that, because I'm a huge music buff, so for those who have never been on my stream before, talk about music with me, you'll be sitting here for hours because I was a radio DJ once, and I love talking about music. It's my biggest passion, probably. Oh jeez, what's going on? Ah! Big kitty! Yes, run! Okay. So, Tarzan is going to lead us to the gorilla, so I'm assuming that I gotta go into the deeper jungle, which is this way. In high school, I notated the entire Tarzan OST. Sorry, my reading comprehension is terrible. Tarzan dubbed in Spanish, your song lyrics as well. That is so cool. Like, that is awesome. Like, that's something that I never knew. Like, and I'm definitely going to be looking into after the stream. So, I'm assuming that I have to go back to this, like, jungle, like this deeper jungle area, or I'm supposed to go somewhere else. I didn't really explore much of this area anyway, so I might give it a second chance, just because I'm here. And hello, Blaze! It's probably going to be a lot easier for me this time around because I've got the controller. Well, I say that and then Sora can't grab it worth a damn. Okay. And then... Sora, no! No, you gotta get out of the water. There's hippos in there. Do you know how dangerous hippos are? Hippos are actually some of the most dangerous mammals on the planet. Like, you do not... Like, if you see... Like, I mean, I doubt anyone's gonna see a hippo in the wild anytime soon, but if you ever see a hippo in the wild, stay away from it. It is very dangerous. Like, it is actually more dangerous than most animals. And hey, Big is here too. Hi, Big. Hippo parkour. Yeah, I've been up close with hippos, like, just at zoos before. Like, for example, St. Louis, Missouri, their zoo is absolutely free. But because it's free, you get a lot of people there. But they had hippos there, and I got really up close with them because they're just behind, like, a... Like, there's this... Their pool's behind, like, this reinforced glass, and you can see them while they're underwater. It's really cool. But I think the problem with, like, big zoos like that is because they're so large and they're free, you really, like, you get too many people that are there, so you don't really get to enjoy the animals very much. I mean, most zoos have that problem, but I mean, I think it's still incredible that the St. Louis Zoo just offers, like, all of that for free. Like, that's what's cool about that town in general, is, like, most of, like, the museums and stuff are free. So, I'm gonna try to get it at the height of my jump, but if not, then I'm assuming that there's something that I'm missing. Okay. Yeah, baby hippos are adorable, just don't get near them and their mom, you know? I've seen a baby hippo before. Like, there was another zoo that I went to that had, like, a hippo that was, like, it was... I don't want to use the word lone, because I don't want to use that for a living thing, but it was like, it was from another zoo, and it was there temporarily. So I got to see, like, a really young one. Even the babies are some of the most dangerous animals on Earth. I put this cage up to protect... Oh my god! Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is, like, I'm thinking there's, like, a double jump or something I'm missing here, so I'm gonna go back up to the vines. While landing on this hippo, and then jumping over here. You're kidding me, Sora. You, like... It's like he almost tripped whenever he landed that jump. Like, he got his foot in, and then he just, like, leaned back a little bit. I'm just happy that these hippos are not hostile, because I would be scared to fight a hippo. Like, the Heartless? No, the Heartless are an everyday occurrence. Hippos? Like, no. Don't mess with hippos. Hot tip, you can slightly extend your jump by attacking midair. Oh, cool! Oh, here's the gorillas.
Kerchak, please listen to me. I know the nesting grounds are secret, but I trust them. You see, I want to help them because, well, they need us.
Oh, did you get that?
No!
Kerchak! Kerchak.
Oh yeah, I'd be so happy if Phil Collins made a cameo, even if he just played a character. See, I don't know much about Kingdom Hearts, but I do know that I think it was the third game or something that they recreated, like, the entirety of the Let It Go music video from Frozen, like, in the Unreal Engine 4. Which I think is really cool that they were able to do that, but again, like, I've only ever seen out-of-context stuff like that, like, purely for technological reasons or because somebody sent it to me. Otherwise, this is a completely blind playthrough. Save so much budget in VAs with this world, right? The flower is wilted. so I'm assuming it needs water. Sure, but it was such an ad to watch the entire music video mid-game. Yeah, it really was. Like, from what I saw, like, the video that I saw was that whenever somebody was, like, one of the rendering things that they did, like, there's a split frame where it has a watermark from the rendering engine they were using, and it's apparently still in the game. Yeah, it's like a split-second frame. Brother, you don't want to shoot that gorilla. They're endangered. You're gonna have, like, every international organization up your ass for doing that.
What's the big idea?
Wait, Kerchak, please.
Oh, there's that bassy boy again. Maybe they turn up the volume so loud because they legitimately can't hear because they blasted out their eardrums with that loud bass. Audio jungle.
You don't understand. I was only trying to...
You were only trying to shoot the gorilla.
A snake slithered by. You see, I saved that poor gorilla's life.
You're about as good of a liar as I was when I was 5 years old, so... well, so, in my... Like, this has happened a lot of times on stream. Roughly around, like, 9 o'clock, and sometimes even at midnight. There's this jackass who lives nearby. I don't know if he's at the adjacent apartment complex, but what'll happen is that he plays his bass, like, so loud at... Like, I've honestly considered, like, filing a noise complaint, because it happens at such random times of night. But, like, I've seen this person, and they, on the back of their truck, like, they just have their bass up so loud, and it says, like, too loud, too bad. And it's like, you know, sure, like, you're gonna, like, I'm fine if you're doing that during the day, but, like, if you're doing it at night, it's like, I don't care if you're, like, half deaf from it, like, you know, have a little respect for other people. So, I do have a noise gate to my mic. I'm using, NVIDIA Broadcast, which, like, takes away a lot of noise, so, for example, like, it takes away my computer fan and the fan behind me, but the problem is that it doesn't take away, like, extremely loud ambient noises like that bass sound, because it also vibrates my apartment complex. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I don't know exactly where they're located either, so it's going to be a little difficult for me to, like, file said complaint. But, like, I mean, I've told myself over and over again, like, if they do it again, like, at midnight, I'm gonna tell somebody about that. But, I mean, they're the kind of person who would, like, take, like, they would take a fine from the police just to keep doing it. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. Ooh, nice catch, Sora. Yeah, like, I was streaming Pokemon Emerald not too long ago, and then, like, the maintenance, like, started doing lawn mowing outside my window, and they were doing it at such inconvenient times. So it's like I just have a rivalry with like every maintenance thing like that goes on at my apartment complex. So, okay, so we did that. So let me check my journal real quick. Okay, so there was that whole shtick with him and the gun. Yeah, I know, right? They cut down the tall grass. Pokemon can't live in that. Can you crank it? Well, I can, though the problem is I start sounding like I'm speaking through, like I'm underwater or something. And it'll occasionally not pick up my mic at all. So I'm actually, for some audio people out there, I am using a Shure PG27. Shure is a very good brand of microphone. They make probably some of the best podcast microphones out there. Regardless of like opinions on these certain people that use them, but like Joe Rogan, I think Markiplier, and a bunch of other people use specifically the Shure brand. But they use the Shure SM7B, which is a much better one that I have. But I use a USB edition. the Shure PG27 USB edition, because I do not have an XLR or audio board. Yeah, so audio nerd stuff. Apologize, chat. Back to your regularly scheduled Kingdom Hearts. But because, again, I am about as clueless as a first grader on the first day of school, where do I go from here? SM7B is probably the best for streamer and podcast stuff. Yeah, I'd love to have a Shure SM7B. Like, I used a Shure SM7B and I used an Electro Voice RE20 when I was in college. I think you just go back to the camp. Okay. Okay, good. I thought I lost all that stuff. So I'm guessing just jumped out. Woohoo! That was actually quicker than I thought it was going to be. Okay, camera. Is it weird that I can't hear audio peaking? I would be the world's worst audio engineer. So whenever I first started out, and when I did YouTube for 10 years, I had a huge issue with audio peaking. Like, I didn't understand what audio peaking was. I just always assumed, like, hey, if I can hear the game and I can hear my voice, it must be good, right? But, like, a lot of my stuff sounded like I was talking, like, right up on the microphone, and it was abysmal. But I was also using a headset at the time. Like, this is a studio quality mic that I have, like, hooked up specifically for that purpose. Okay. Treetop. Tunnel. Skater, bruh! If I could do, like, flips and stuff when I'm doing this, I would be so happy. Like, this would be like... they added, like, it'd be like Star Fox and friggin' Tony Hawk in one game. Oh, he just hit the tree. We went from Tarzan to George in the Jungle. Or George of the Jungle, rather. Do a McTwist over the helicopter. Me when I blow into the mic. Audio isn't peaking, so that isn't weird. Do a nasty Nort! I hear you. There you are! Cat, let me introduce you to a million years of evolution and science and magic. Nice! Yes, run. Okay, back into the tent.
How could you do such a thing?
Now, Miss Porter, as I told you, I was not aiming at the gorilla.
You are not to go near the gorillas again.
Oh, because of one mishap. Come now. Huh? What am I doing with these imbeciles? Blasted gorillas! I'll hunt down every last one of them! I'll track them down somehow.
Yes, and then get arrested for shooting
I'll
endangered
stake my
species.
life on it. Hmm? Hmm?
Yeah, like, his stash is very distinguished. Like, I tried doing a mustache one point, but I just don't like the feeling of it.
Heartless.
Oh, the Heartless are actually monkeys. Oh, neat. So, like, are they different between each area? Is that what it is? Because if so, that's a nice attention to detail. But this also implies that the Heartless were turned into Heartless from, like, the wildlife. They are different to a degree. I got blonde hair, can't really rock a stash. Well, I'm covered in fur, so I mean, like, this is all floof, so I don't have to worry about growing a specific set of hair because my body is covered in it. Oh, Donald's nearly dead.
Here.
Oh.
Come on.
Donald, no. How are we gonna make a multi-billion-dollar franchise now? Let me see. Do I just have a regular potion that I can use on? Yeah.
Donald.
Did he just say fuck you? Well, screw you, Donald. I know he said thank you, but... But at least it's promising knowing that, like, hey, this area has enemies, so that shows me I'm going the right way. Okay, that was pretty sick, what Sora just did. I think that was the sliding dash.
Come on.
Yeah, but what I love about Sora is, like, again, he feels like a Final Fantasy protagonist, and that's a good thing to me. Like, somebody who came from the Final Fantasy franchise into this game, like, it's cool. Like, he feels like he would be, like, in Final Fantasy 9 or, like, 10. And I guess that's probably why he's friends with, Tidus, Wakka, and so on in the beginning. Okay, so that's... Can I climb up this wall? No. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back. So do I just like do I have to mess with the skill sets any, or do I just automatically like level up stuff? Like, do I have to like go to a skill tree or something, or does it just like when I level up, it's just there it is. That's my level up.
Come on. Come on. See ya.
Also, I like the music of this area. Like, I didn't think I would, but like, I don't know if it's the same composer who did the Final Fantasy 15 soundtrack, but I know that there's I think she did some of the songs for the Kingdom Hearts series, but I can definitely see like the similarity between the two. Man, these Heartless are going bananas for me. Okay, well, Donald's dead again. Would you like some assistance, Donald? There we go. Get up and fight. Okay, let me look at the chat. This is what someone was trying to say earlier, but there's no need to use healing items outside of battle. Just go to a save point and stand on it to heal. You'll automatically get stats and level up. It's just the abilities that have equip manual. You need to equip abilities that you get by leveling up. Spend skills you get while leveling up can be equipped in the menu with AP and stuff you get from bosses are automatic. Okay. Well, I was meaning more like when it says like strength level up or like magic level up or something. Like I just was wondering if I had to like spend skill points because I'm more used to the style of Final Fantasy where you get the level up, but you have to spend the skill points in order for it to be effective. I'm gonna go the other way. Okay. Yeah, Yoko. Yeah, that... Don't want to attempt the pronunciation, but yeah, I can definitely hear a lot of the similarities, because I hear the same instruments that I heard in 15. And I guess that's why 15 felt like I'm so comfortable moving from 15 to this. Because 15 was originally, I believe, a Tetsuya Nomura project that Hajime Tabata took over after he was moved over to Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, but I'm glad that I'm playing this as an adult, because, like, if I had played this when I was young, like, I felt like I would have probably gotten stuck really easily. Because I'm asking so much help from you mother...
Deep freeze.
No, that is my money that you are spreading around like a charity service. Thank you. Pronouncing male Japanese names. Well, it's more so I just don't know how to pronounce it. I don't want to disrespect the person by saying it wrong. Like, it's Yoko Shimamura? Okay, there's a save point in the tent. I don't know, like, I just don't trust my own pronunciations because my reading comprehension is about as good as a squirrel that has no eyeballs, so... yeah, thank you. Hello, new friend.
Deep freeze.
Sorry to give you the cold shoulder, but... it is not dead. What? Well, I mean, it's not really going after me, so... eh. So, do I go back to the area with the vines now, or do I have to go somewhere else specifically? Because I think the problem that I'm having, as far as the sense of direction and my playing the game, is that whenever we do, like, these cutscene bits, like, it does the cutscene, but it doesn't really tell me where to go from there. So, I think that's probably my biggest struggle. Okay, you go back there. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Because it's the camp, and then I go through the camp, and then through another door. Okay. Monkeys! Monkey madness! Go beyond the vines and beat the Heartless. I like how that sounds like a mission objective. Go beyond the vines and kill the Heartless. I could also fall down like that, too. That works. At least I just have to go back here to get up here. I don't have to worry about, like, precision platforming over the hippos, necessarily. So, for Kingdom Hearts fans in the chat, this is actually an opinion question. This isn't related to my gameplay of it. Do you think that the HD 1.5 remix is the definitive version of the original game? Because, like, I've always heard, like, different comparisons between, like, different titles over the years. Like, oh, this game is best played in its original configuration. Or, like, you gotta play this version to get the best experience because of the content being missing. Like, so you'd say this is the definitive version? Okay. So it's done. It's a definitive edition done right. Well, see, the thing is, I didn't even know this existed. Like, I didn't know that Kingdom Hearts got, like, not really a remaster per se, but like a PC port upscale, like, resolution, whatnot. I said it before, but in the original you had to use L2 and R2 to rotate the camera. Oh, that would be a pain. So it's basically you're playing like a quality of life improvement version. So that's good to know. Like, and I think that's good that I'm asking you all specifically. Being able to skip cutscenes, yeah. It's like, you know, you get your ass kicked by a really hard boss and you have to watch like a 5-minute cutscene again. Sora, no! I'm probably gonna spend a lot of time just trying to precision platform over these vines. Because, like, I'm used to, like, Zelda, where, like, when you do stuff like that, you just automatically grab it. Like, no, you actually have to physically press the button. Got at least the 3-minute cutscenes burned into my brain because of that. You have my sympathies. Because, yeah, for sure, like, that is something I'm glad that I do not have to be exposed to. Sora, no! I'm probably going to be seeing this, like, little bit over and over again. So, whenever I play VR chat again, I'm going to see if the Deep Jungle is a world that they've added, and I'm going to take a bunch of screenshots in this area, specifically just out of spite. That and also has more features, won't say what specifically. Well, I mean, I'm glad that I can play it on an Xbox controller, for one. Because I never grew up with the PlayStation, so, like, I am not used to the layout of the Sony controllers. So being able to play it on a controller that I'm familiar with is really like a breath of fresh air. You can jump past the hippo on the bottom floor to skip the vines part if you want. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have any good platform memories of the first 2 worlds, Alice and Tarzan, but it gets better. Yeah, that's actually good to know. I didn't actually know that, but I do want to try it at the very least, just so I can say I did it. So I'll try it one more time and see what happens. Yep, I'm just gonna skip that. Yeah, because, like I said, I'm so used to it, like, automatically picking it up. Yeah, and I think that might be what, like, maybe that's what turns some people off who play it for the first time, is, the confusion of these first 2 worlds. Because, like, I'll admit, I do get a little bit frustrated with this, but, like, I mean, I'm glad that Chad is there to help. Like, you're all there to help. But, like, on my own, I feel like I'd be, like, watching, like, hours worth of walkthroughs just to understand some of this stuff. Yeah, and like I said, if I played this the first time, like, when I was a kid, like, if I were exposed to this as a kid, I probably would have played it a little bit, but would have gotten confused and had, like, somebody else play it. I just fell. Yeah, too late. Sorry, hippo friend, please don't smash my skull like a watermelon. There's a vine on the tree right next to you that you can climb. Oh! Wouldn't it be epic if I'm trying to grab this and then I fall anyway, because that's something that I would most definitely do.
See ya.
Oh, thank you for the follow! And again, excuse my reading comprehension, but is that Kling Papa? Like, I keep trying to read it as, like, Parappa the Rappa, but, like, I know that's probably not how you pronounce it. Like, my pronunciation, again, is, like, probably about as good as a first grader on their first day of school. Oh, cool. So what are these the Thundera G? I know that that's stuff for the gummy ship, but I don't know exactly what they do. Like, is that something that I have to go into the build minigame to mess with? Everything that ends in G is for the gummy ship. Okay, so I have to actually build it. It's not something that I can just equip. Okay, parts. That's good to know. Like I said, I'll probably mess with that stuff after the fact, just because I don't want to, like, do it on stream. So there's another door right there. Treetop. Okay, that just leads me back here. And then that, well, ah! That's only needed if you really want to get the Platinum Trophy. Parts reminds me of Mega Man Legends. Y'all ever played that one? The one for the N64? I played it like once, but I never, like, I know of it, like I know of the characters, but not like a lot about the game itself. Like that's the one, I think that's the one with Tron Bon and all that other stuff. Yeah, I remember Mega Man Legends was also on the N64, if I'm remembering it right. Either that or I'm misremembering. Again, my memory is as good as a goldfish, my reading comprehension is about as good as a blind squirrel with no eyeballs, and my reading comprehension is terrible. I could have sworn I had like more than just a Mega Potion equipped, but sure. You can knock him off the edge! Yeah, fuck you! Fuck you, monkey! Oh, it's still alive. Damn it. Fine, we'll take the battle team. Alright, back up here. I think now that I'm playing this, I can also appreciate the fact that Sora's in Kingdom Hearts like more, because like when Sora was announced for Smash, like I was really excited for everybody, but I didn't really know a lot about Sora, and now that I'm learning more about him, like, I can appreciate him that much more being in Smash. But I can only imagine how much money Nintendo had to spend to get the, just the little tiny Disney keychain that's on the Keyblade. Okay, so I'm assuming that's the last gorilla, because I don't know any other location. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Traverse Town before I continue so I can go buy some healing items. Unless there's somewhere else I can go. Because I've only got like 2 Mega Potions left and I'd rather not use them. Back to camp? Okay, so that's where I need to go anyway. Yeah, and I think just because, like you all said, chat, it's just that this world is... Oh, and there was a save point right there. It's like you said, chat, this world is pretty confusing. So I'm just kind of... And I think that's kind of a tragedy in a way, because, like, if you have, like, probably some of the less exciting locations, like, as the first impression, it really turns people off. But I did make a promise that I would play through the entirety of this game for better or worse, and I don't intend to break that promise. But, I mean, I will probably need a lot of help while I play it. Yeah, because, like, there was, like, I think the issue that I had is that there was no indication, like, oh, you need to go back to this place and save this gorilla. Like, it just shows you enemies, like...
Come on!
Just this, even the sound effects of hitting the Heartless sounds good. Like, it sounds beefy. God, I'd love to be in a jungle with trees so massive you could surf on the branches. See, now that'd be really fun, but it would also be very dangerous. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Traverse Town, and I'm gonna go back to the one of the shops so I can get some healing items. Which is there a healing item shop in Traverse Town? Because I know Sid had his shop, and I think there might have been another one. Is there a place that I can go get healing items? Okay, yeah, because that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna go from here. Can I not? I guess I can't return to the gummy ship right now? It's like, yeah, there's the save, and there's menu, title screen, party. Oh, only certain save spots? I could have sworn I went back in that save spot, though. Goofy, get out of the way. Oh, that's probably why, because it's a cutscene. Okay. Now I'll go back in here and go to the save point. There we go. I had to do all of that just to hear, like, this little cutscene. Eno tells a story. Well, I don't really have any stories to tell right now. You'll have to, like, I'll have to do a rain check on that one, because I don't know exactly what you'd like to hear. And I am readjusting my point redeems once I get, like, VTuber Plus working. Because, like, I feel like my story one is a little stale, because I don't really have a lot of stuff interesting to tell. Well, I guess I told this story in VR chat yesterday to some friends, so... this is like 2003, 2004, probably late 2003, early 2004, so... I was at this hotel with my uncle and my aunt and my family. So, my uncle goes out into the hallway to get us some drinks from the vending machine. A task that would take, like, maybe, like, 5 minutes maximum. Like, not even 5 minutes. So, he was doing, God knows what, taking forever to get the drinks, and I was a little kid at the time, so I was a little, like, nervous being in the room by myself, so I don't know what he was doing. So I went out and I tried to go find him because I was wondering, like, what was taking him so long. So he was in his boxer shorts, I was in my boxer shorts, and what I didn't understand is that the door locked behind me. So him and I had to go to the front desk to get a replacement key in our boxer shorts because my dumbass uncle took like 10 minutes to get a soda from a soda machine that was right outside the door. Yes, thank you, Uncle. Like, I really appreciate your haste in getting those drinks for us. Very much an oops. It's like, first of all, why did he even have money on him if he didn't even have pants on? Like, not only that, why are you walking out there in no pants anyway? God, my family's weird. So yeah, there's your story. Where did he keep the money? Like, maybe he just had like a bunch of like dollar bills in his hand or something, but I just like, and better yet, why didn't he bring the key with him? My uncle really didn't care. My family's kind of like, my family unit is pretty screwed up at the moment, so... Not even close to the worst hotel story I've ever heard. Hey, Specs! I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Oh, I've had some really bad hotel horror stories, too. Not anything, like, crazy bad, but I've seen some pretty nasty hotels. Like, if for those who are in the United States in my chat, don't ever stay at a Motel 6. Like, if you could stay at any other hotel, do not, under any circumstances, stay at a Motel 6. Unless you want to get bed bugs and sleep in a bed that's been filled with drugs and God knows what. I've stayed at a Red Roof Inn, but I stayed at one in St. Louis, so that one was okay. But I also got lucky because it was one of the more reputable ones in the area, but for the most part, I've heard that Red Roof is pretty bad. Like, Holiday Inn is kind of like the in-between. Like, sometimes you'll get a good Holiday Inn, sometimes you'll get a terrible one. It's like you really have to find one that's got, like, at least, like 4-star reviews or, like, 3-star reviews on Google Reviews to know, like, if it's a good place to stay at. And I mean, I'm not stingy with hotel rooms, but I'm definitely not going to stay at one that's known to be, like, unsafe. Or, like, is known for having, like, terrible service. What if you love bedbugs and drugs? Well, I mean, if you're loving bedbugs and drugs, I mean, more power to you, but I'm not a fan. Let's see. It's funny how hotels and motels known for their bad service somehow stay open. You can get them cheaper at Walmart. So I worked at Walmart for 2.5 years before I was, when I was in college. Like, that was a job that I had in the summer, like in between when I was in college. I worked at Walmart for 2.5 years, so I can tell a lot of horror stories about Walmart. I have seen quite a few interesting characters at Walmart. I've never had an issue with Motel 76, but I've only stayed there twice. And you might have gotten a diamond in the rough. I'm only speaking from experience from my past. Okay. Oh, that's how you buy it in bulk. And buy 2 high potions. One of those. Okay. So is there anything here that you think I should get? Like the Morning Star or the tent? Well, I mean, I think I already have a tent, but should I get the Morning Star or the tent? Do you want to hint that there's no way to figure out on your own? Yeah, absolutely. Traverse Town OST relaxes me. People always need a place to stay. Warhammer? Well, I guess I could sell something to get the Warhammer. Should I sell the Mithril Shard? Warhammer reduces MP. Don't know. Well, you don't have to be, like, all caps about it. Jeez. It's like, this is an honest question. Yeah, seriously, guys. Like, chill. It's okay. Just remember that, like, you know... a postcard. Drop it into the red mail. Oh, the mailbox outside that has, like, the tongue on it? Well, it's money, man! Like, I don't care if it's, like, the rarest item in the world. Like, if I can get, like, money to spend on things that I actually want, it's like having, like, it's like having a car that you never use out back that's just rotting away and, like, somebody wants to spend, like, $100,000 on it. It's like, sure, take the car, fix it up. It's like, I'm not doing anything with it. Oh, hey, I got another Mithril Shard. Send 10 postcards to win something. On specially marked boxes of Go-Gurt, you can get entered for your chance to win $5. Oh god, I need to find that advertisement. So I've mentioned it multiple times throughout the streams, but like I saw an advertisement when I was a kid where it's like, enter for your chance to win $5 on specially marked boxes of Go-Gurt. Or something, Go-Gurt or like something or other. Take that over the Moogs and sympathize with it. Yeah, I remember the Moogles had like a shop somewhere. Oh, they're not open yet. Yeah, I'm gonna look for that ad, because... And if not, if I can't find it there, I might go to like Reddit on tip of my tongue and see if somebody can track it down for me. Because like, it was a real... Like, why would you, like... For now, like nowadays, the Go-Gurt, like Go-Gurt stuff, like... I mean, Go-Gurts are like, what, like $3 a box now? So you're literally like getting $2 back on your investment. It's like, yeah, we're entering for our chance to win like $2. It's like, I mean, as a kid in the 2000s, yeah, that might have been exciting. But like, I'm not gonna enter for my chance to win just $5. It's like, at least give me like a prize or something, or like a plaque that says like, yes, you won the Go-Gurt competition. Nickelodeon, you pick. You pick Nick. Does anyone in chat remember Pick-Boy? Like Pick-Boy from the You Pick Live? Like he was doing that for a while. Like he sometimes comes back as a cameo on Nickelodeon like live stuff. I just wish that Nickelodeon would like realize that, you know, there's a really big base for nostalgia. Like, and that's why I'm glad that Adult Swim and Cartoon Network is a thing, because like that's how they brought back Samurai Jack and a bunch of other shows. Because like, and that's like Samurai Jack may have gotten like a bad reputation on its final season for like some of the pacing, but as a fan, I'm just glad that there was an ending entirely, like at all, because. And I like how it matured. Like, they knew, like, the audience who originally watched it, who grew up with it, like, in 2001 when it premiered, like myself, like, they knew that the audience had matured. Like, they're not gonna, like, beat around the bush and try to give you the same sad story of Jack. And what I really appreciated was just in that show how they really showed how different it was by, like, when Jack killed a human in that show. It's like, that's a change. Like, there's blood in this show. So that's why I hope, like, shows that were, like, didn't really necessarily get a full conclusion, we get to see like a show that's kind of evolved with the audience. Sure, but they got revived outside the kids' channels. Yeah, like Legends of the Hidden Temple. Like they did it without Kirk Fogg. Like he was a cameo, but like I think it was the CW that did that, like, or something along those lines, like some show, like some network. And it was terrible. Like, I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to do the Hidden Temple, but I'd much rather experience it virtually. And D. Bradley Baker's awesome as Olmec, don't get me wrong. Like, I love D. Bradley Baker, but it's just like, he can't really carry that show all on his own. Like, I really feel like they should have done, like, maybe a kid's version and an adult version to make it succeed, but that's the reason why I think that show didn't really last more than one season on the adult version. Because I think a lot of people are really nostalgic for those old Nick game shows, but it's just like Nick doesn't know what to do with it. Like, they made that Legends of the Hidden Temple movie, which was okay, I guess, but that really defeats the purpose of Legends of the Hidden Temple. Episodes were twice as long as the original, and the pace is much slower. Yeah, and the host, like, nothing, no, like, hate towards the host, but, like, she just wasn't Kirk Fogg. And that's, to be fair, that's really, like, large shoes to get yourself into. But at the same time, if you're, like, playing this for nostalgia, you gotta at least get back the original, like, announcer. If not somebody similar to him. Or, like, Mike O'Malley, the guy who did Guts. Like, get him. Like, I mean, somebody, like, well, I don't know if he's even still around, I guess. But anyway, but yeah, that's the point. Like, you know, if you're gonna sell a show based on nostalgic factor, at least try to make it, like, close to what it was originally intended to be. the infamous Nick or Treedad. Thanks for the sudden flashback memories. Well, see, that's what's cool is that since everyone in chat kind of grew up in different times, like I can discuss things like this. Because it also gets my focus away from like the stresses of the game sometimes. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool things like that either were revived or like they were done wrong. But I mean, like that's a big thing about my stream is nostalgia. So I like to talk about things that people are nostalgic about, like Nickelodeon. Like a lot of people are nostalgic for old Nick, myself included. Problem is, like, I love old Nickelodeon shows, but I cannot watch a full episode of Rugrats because the storylines frustrate me. I love Rugrats, and I still, like, I have a lot of nostalgia for that show, and I love it. But I can't watch a full episode because of just how stressful it can be, because it's like watching Dora the Explorer, and then, like, no matter how much you say swiper no swiping, he still steals shit. It's like, Dora, we told you! It's like, can you see swiper on the screen? Swiper no swiping! Swiper no swiping! It's like, you know... I remember there was an episode of Dora where she's like, come over and smell the screen. And I actually did smell the screen. And I convinced myself that it smelled like something other than CRT static. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Or actually it's more like, Legends of the Hidden Temple. And here's your host, Kirk Fogg. Or... I love the smell of static. So when I came out of the tent, there was an explosion that happened over there. I'm assuming it was the gunshot, which surprisingly, like, I'm surprised there's a gunshot in a Disney Square Enix game, but... Kitty. Anger, Kitty.
See ya. Come on.
No! Oh, I forgot to equip my damn healing items, damn it.
Come on.
Yep, there I go. Why does Tarzan have all these potions? I'm taking these back. Sorry, Tarzan. I mean, I kind of need them a little more than you do, my friend. Okay. There we go. Should be good now. Oh yeah, I think I would have been fine had I actually healed. But like, I forgot to equip my healing items because, again, blind squirrel with no eyeballs, which is kind of redundant, but... Alright. Let's try this again, with a little less dying this time. Alright, Kit Kat, let's do this. I'm gonna take you and your litter box out. Come on.
See ya. Deep freeze.
Oops.
Here. Come on.
Come on, cat. Fight me. Yeah, I'll knock you out of bounds so you load into the next area. Obtain the White Fang. Yeah, Tarzan, you were... exquisite help there, my friend. Gorillas are cool, though. Like, I've seen a couple, like... I've only ever seen them in zoos, naturally, but they're really cool up close. Like... Silverback gorillas, especially, are really cool.
Come on! Deep freeze!
I like the look of this one Heartless here. Like, it's clearly like a female monkey. I just like the uniqueness in their designs. Like, it's not just all like the same enemy copied and pasted over and over again. Like, say, the molded in Resident Evil 7. Like, there's actually variety in their designs, and that's much appreciated. Girl, because pink. All primates are cool to watch. Yeah, though, like, it's so cool because, like, you don't really get the sense of scale on the gorillas until you actually see them up close. And just seeing, like, spider monkeys, for example, which I guess I should have probably told this story, tell the story last time I streamed. So, for those who've been in my chat and were aware of the story that I told of taking my mother to go see the sloths at that zoo, I never really gave an update on that, so I'll go ahead and do that now. So, it was a really cool experience. So, like, I had actually gotten 2 of the special passes, so I got like a VIP pass and a VIP Plus pass. And in doing so, I got to see baby kangaroo, I got to hold a snake, and then I got to play with a Patagonian Cavi, which is kind of like it kind of looks like a rabbit, but it's actually a rodent, so it's like a capybara, but it looks more like a rabbit. Very cute. And then also some armadillos. Holding the baby kangaroo, though, was really cool. Like, it was super calm, and, like, when I was holding it, it just, like, reached its head over and started licking my arm for some reason. I'm like, oh, okay, I just got licked by a kangaroo. But yeah, it was really hot that day, so I didn't get to see every exhibit, and most of the animals were kind of, like, chilling out in their enclosures, like, away from trying to get out of the heat. But whenever I got to do that VIP Plus experience, I got to go see the sloths. So they had this room where the sloths were, there were 3 of them in there. There was one that was just off on its own, there was another one, then there was a mom and a baby. The zookeeper said that we couldn't feed or mess or touch the baby or the mom because of, like, cross-contamination, because it was 2 weeks old, and because we carry a lot of germs and such, they didn't want to expose the baby to that naturally until it gets its immunities up. But I did get some pictures of the baby sloth, which was really cute. I got to feed it, and I got to pet it, just sparingly. But I think the important part is that my mother had a blast, and she was able to kind of pet her favorite animal for the very first time, because, like, she is obsessed with sloths. Like, that's, like, she has, like, sloth merchandise and all sorts of stuff in her office, and it was just a blast, and, like, I'm really glad that I got to make her dream come true, because, like, she needed a win after all the stuff that she's been through in the past few years, so... Yeah, like, if you want to see the pictures, go check out the General Images tab in my Discord server. That's where I posted all of them. So, I don't think there's anything else over here, so I'm going to go back to the other area. It seems like there's a lot of backtracking.
Deep freeze! See ya! Here!
Oh, so it's like a matching game? I have to figure out which one is the real one? No, thank you. Yeah, and I think that's the only turn-off that I've really had so far about this level in particular, is that there's so much backtracking, and it doesn't tell you specifically, like, hey, you know, you should go investigate this area. Like, you have to discover it on your own, which is, it's okay, like, I'm fine with that, but it's like, it doesn't really help you at all in terms of sense of direction. And for somebody like me, it's like twice as hard because, again, my reading comprehension and my directional comprehension is about as good as a blind squirrel with no eyeballs. But at the very least, I'm getting, like, XP and health drops and money from these things. Oh, that's just a crate.
Come on!
Okay. So I'm gonna keep beating these things until I get all of their lunch money. Come back here, girl monkey. I just slipped on a banana peel. What is this, a cartoon? Well, I guess it kind of is, but still. My money! You want to know where to go? I think I just have to go into this tent because that's where the gorilla was. Good news is that you're close to the end of this world. Good. So does that mean I get to blow it up? Because he said we're close to the end of this world. So I mean, if it's the end of the world, then like, give me the button. I'll press the button. Jane, near treehouse. Okay, so we came all the way here just for Tarzan to say that. So, I mean, he spelled it out for me at the very least. Go back to the treehouse. It's just I gotta remember which way that is. I think it's this way. Hippo's Lagoon. Up the vine. Over here to this other vine here. And I still fell. It's like it was literally right there, spelled out for me and everything. Like, it was perfectly fine, and then I still fell. Because that's me. That's how I fail. I fell again. No. Other vine. Well, there's only one vine! Unless you're talking about the one that's over here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can just skip this part with the hippos. Yeah, I guess it gives me another opportunity to try this. Legitimately. Because I feel like if I rip off the Band-Aid now, if I have to encounter something like this later, it's better to kind of get my my sea legs on it, just in case I have to do something like this later. Okay, hippo. Well, I'm going across the hippos now. I failed. Okay, good. There's no vine swinging later. Praise Mickey Mouse, I guess, if we're going in lore stuff. And I missed the hip. Gotta be ready for the vines in the Spider-Man world, no kidding. I really hope that Kingdom Hearts brings Star Wars and Marvel into this, because, like, I think it would be really cool to have at least a Star Wars-themed world, or even just a Star Wars character. Because, like, I think that Star Wars is doing really tough right now. Like, really hard. Star Wars is really not doing well, so I'd really like to see Star Wars kind of come back from all that and do something cool.
Tarzan!
I really hope there's Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts 4, because I would literally cry. The big black fruit looks suspicious. You mean this one?
Come on! Deep freeze! Come on!
Learned counterattack. Nice.
Fire! Here!
Thunder! That's what I wanted.
Come on!
Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of this battle system at least a little bit. Like, now that I have, like, the roll, it makes things so much easier. Because, like, I feel like I can just Dark Souls-esque this and just roll all over the place. Now, one thing I will give Kingdom Hearts praise, like, I will give it, like, really good praise for, is, like, Final Fantasy 15, I loved its combat system, but I felt like it was really, like, one problem I had with it is that you really just held a button down to do combos, like, you didn't really press the button to do consecutive strikes. Whereas Kingdom Hearts, it's like you have to actually physically press the button over and over again to do a strike, and that's really cool. Oh yeah, and like I said, I think that was the biggest issue I had with, Final Fantasy 15's combat was that it was fluid, but there were problems like, say, you didn't get to manually do every single strike, it just automatically did it for you.
Come on!
Am I hallucinating, or am I hearing that? Yeah, I think I'm hearing the bass again. I'd like to know what that person's eardrums are like and how the good their hearing is with how loud their music is played. Like Xenoblade Chronicles, yeah. Which is another game series I need to get into. Yeah, there's a lot of one, and that's the thing with me streaming, is that I like to get into games that, like, I never really got the chance to play and people are passionate about. I really want to kind of, like, understand people's, like, their likes and their things that they're passionate about, like, certain games. Like, Kingdom Hearts is one that a lot of my friends are passionate about, and, like, I'd really like to get into, oh, geez, what was the other one? Like, I really want to play Chrono Trigger. I really want to play Final Fantasy VI. So I'm assuming they're just going to infinitely spawn, so I'm going to see if there's something I can do for Jane. Because it said the black fruit looks suspicious. I mean, I appreciate the infinite spawn rate because I can keep getting money and health, but... meant that in Xenoblade, it's at least the combat is passive. Yeah. I've never played Xenoblade Chronicles, like, period. But it's one, like I said, it's a series I'd like to get into. Because I've been really getting into, like, JRPGs lately. And action JRPGs, so... Okay, so that's not doing anything. Yeah, because it says, like, something about the black fruit looking suspicious, but... So, I'll phone the audience on this one. What am I supposed to do? Because, like, these enemies are just infinitely spawning, and it's not really exactly giving me a good sense of direction. I mean, I don't mind just mindlessly mashing buttons and keep smacking the big fruit. Okay. Sora, don't... Here, Goofy Donald, do me a favor and take these guys out so I don't have to keep constantly targeting these damn things.
Thunder.
I mean, be useful for once in your life.
Come on. Deep freeze.
Well, see, that's the thing, is that it's auto-targeting. That's not my manual target. There we go. Well, it wouldn't let me. Like, I was trying. Like, it wouldn't let me lock onto it. Yeah, that's the thing, though, is that I was trying to do that, and it wasn't letting me do that. It kept doing what it was doing. Like, it kept auto-targeting, and it wouldn't let me cycle. Ah, okay. Yeah, because, like, I was trying, chat. Like, that, I was trying. It just was not letting me.
Come on.
Okay, so where from here do I go? Because again, like I said, I love this game, but its sense of direction, at least for the Tarzan world, is pretty bad. Like as an opinion, like I really do not like the sense of direction that this world gives me. Yeah, I love the game and I'm having a blast with it, but this is probably one of the worst areas I've encountered so far, just because the sense of direction is horrible. Yeah, like, that'll be great, like, not having, like, so much backtracking, because, like, it's like, oh, go do this, Gorilla does this, go back to camp, like, that's a big turnoff for me, which I guess that's why I have the key, so I can turn myself back on, but, yeah.
Come on! Deep freeze!
Well, at least I'm leveling up, and I guess that's a bonus of me having to do all this backtracking. Okay. I guess I can save here at the very least.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
I'm so hyped to play Chrono Trigger. I never got to play it when I was younger, and then got reminded of it when a friend of mine from music school did a Chrono Trigger concert. Yeah, Chrono Trigger, like, my brother really loves that game, and it's really good. It's probably one of the greatest JRPGs ever made. But, I do own it, on Steam, but I just have never played it. Like, I love the soundtrack for it, though. Like, I know the story, like, I mean, I already know what happens, but at the same time, like, I want to play it. Like, that way I can say, like, that I've played it. No, you stupid Powerpuff Girls ripoff, stealing my money. Yeah, and I think that really speaks for the quality of the game's soundtrack itself, is just how great and recognizable it is. Oh yeah, 100%. And it's a shame that Square hasn't done anything with it.
Clayton.
Save for Chrono Cross.
Not Clayton.
Is he shooting at me? In a Disney... well, I guess it's Square, but still... That's pretty, like, bold of, like, Disney Square to do that. Especially because, like, that's just, like, that's straight up gun. That's not, like, a cartoon gun. That is literally a double-barreled shotgun. I think I'm pushing him a little too far, though. Yeah, I need to move back a little bit. Because I'll probably... And then Donald and Goofy are gonna keep him over there. You dumb shits. Well, I guess I can just... Yeah. Wait, did Tarzan just get fucking shot? Like, why is he floating? Floating shotgun hunter man. Oh, that's why he's possessed, or like he's writing something. I don't know. He's on a fucking chameleon. And here, Donald, like, make yourself useful and actually attack something. I know I can change that, but it's just like, I just love giving shit to my partners.
Deep freeze! Come on!
Chameleon. You come and go.
This should help. Come on!
Sora, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, this is hard. Is he saying PogChamp? Yep, just gonna avoid these guys. No need to waste my time on grunts. Time to backseat call and tactical nuke, get a maiden, something to use your devil, something use your devil bringer. I'm bad at backseat gaming. See, I don't know if I should go for the chameleon first or Clayton first. Because either or, like, seems like a big threat.
You can't beat the best.
Come on!
Let's go!
Well, at least he's behind the chameleon. He shot me through the damn chameleon, you're kidding me? What kind of crap is that? At least, like, damage the chameleon whenever you shoot him. Like, what the heck?
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Alright, get up against the wall!
Come on! Come on!
You brought a gun to a sword fight. God damn it, Sora. Yeah, how's that taste? Hope it tastes good. Oh, cool, I don't actually have to fight the chameleon? Oh. You know, fighting chameleon with a key, a normal day in his realm. Maybe, you know, has a game shark laying around. Attain the power of healing. Okay, that's good to have, like... It tastes like Taco Bell. Someone finds that attractive... Someone finds that attractive on DeviantArt. Sora just killed a man. Well, Tarzan technically was, responsible for his death in the movie anyway, so... I guess we're just taking away that kill count on Tarzan's part. I just got tossed by a fucking gorilla. Like, we just saved you, and then you're tossing me into the air? What kind of thanks is that? Fine, screw your jungle. I'm gonna go to my spaceship. Get yeeted, bitch. Yeah, but, like, it was through the battle that they had, because, like, he... Well, technically, like, choked himself to death. But it's been years since I've seen Tarzan. I just remember, like, certain little bits from the movie, like the blood and the bodies on that one scene. Waterfall Cavern. Mithril Shard. Now you just have to deal with the camera. Tarzan was against a tree and Clayton kept chopping vines. Tarzan yelled no. Clayton cut the one that held him up and snapped his own neck. True, but, I mean, in a court of law, that still could be considered, like, a little suspicious. But then again, I'm applying, like, human, like, modern-day human, like, crime laws to a Disney stuff, so. Your Honor, he ran into my Keyblade. Your Honor, he got crushed by the chameleon. I didn't knock the chameleon down over him. Oh, there's a vine right there. I do love it when there's an area called question mark, question mark, question mark. Your Honor, he's a toon. Toons never die, at least not without dip. Your Honor, I'm a child. The only guilty person here is you and other adults for making a society that allows this. Also, I want a blue raspberry Kool-Aid.
The waterfalls. They're echoing all the way here.
Friends there. Sea friends.
Oh, now I've got it. Eh, ah, means heart. Friends in our hearts.
Heart.
Oh, so that's what it meant.
Friends. Same heart. Clayton. Lose heart. No heart. No see friends. No heart. No friends.
Sorry about what I said.
I'm sorry too.
I made a Yo Mama joke in Monkey.
For one, huh?
I mean, you could also be swearing me out in Monkey, but either way, I mean, if I don't understand it, then what's the point? It's like, you could say, like, something completely abhorrent and, like, really bad in that language, and I wouldn't know. I like how the vines form the keyhole.
But it's sure not the king's.
I think someone has a new admirer.
No, 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 no. Disney would kill me.
See, I saw that wrong and I heard it wrong, so I thought he said Disney would kill me, and I'm like, is this self-aware? Donald Furry, yeah.
What drew the Heartless to that world?
The hunter lured them there. It was his lust for power that was the bait. But it seems the bait was too tasty for his own good.
Yeah, he got chopped instead.
I love that Oogie Boogie is here. I love Nightmare Before Christmas.
A weak-hearted fool like him stood no chance against the Heartless.
Jafar.
But the boy is a problem.
If there's a Nightmare Before Christmas world in this game, I am going to probably cry, because I love A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Besides, he remains blissfully unaware of our...
You know what else is too tasty for your own good? Today's sponsor,
Yes, the princesses.
Dollar Shave Club.
They are
No,
falling into our
I am not sponsored.
one by one. Speaking of which...
Oh, there's Alice. These cutscenes were so hype as a kid. Yeah, because you got, like, the axis of evil. Like, like, you've got the anti-Justice League, basically, where it's all the Disney villains. Like, Oogie Boogie, Ursula, Jafar, Maleficent. Like, it's cool. Like, it's really cool. Like, that all the Disney villains are, like, a part of this. Sora, Tarzan, friends. The Jungle King. Upgrade the Keyblade with keychains. Well, I mean, that's pretty on the nose, but okay. Different keychains will add different effects to the Keyblade. The gummy block that came out of that glowing hole, it's not like the others. Wonder what it's used for. I don't know. Maybe Leon will know. Ladies, can you stop your arguing and let me actually pilot the ship, please? Thank you. Okay, so... let's go back from the Olympus Coliseum and then back to Traverse Town. I mean, for real, though, it's Maleficent. And see, like, Maleficent was probably one of my favorite Disney villains just because, like, she can turn into a freaking dragon. And that was just always so cool. Because, like, anything, like, dragon-related I absolutely love. So if we get to see Maleficent's dragon form in this game, that'd be cool. But yeah, let's not forget she's mommy. Yep. Came out of the glowing... No, hey, I have a name, thank you. I'm just, like, reading out of context chat messages because I'm, like, looking at the most recent one, and then I just, like... Then I read the ones before it, and then it's just, like, I'm missing, like, the context of a conversation. Is this Minecraft 2? I mean, the designs are simple enough for it to be Minecraft. Like, I mean, the gummy ship is literally, like, looks like, at least here it looks like an early, like, Unity model. Which isn't a bad thing. Like, I mean, the simplicity of the appearance of this stuff doesn't take away the fun factor for me. Like, I mean, I loved, like, Star Fox SNES, Star Fox 64, and all those other games, I loved them, even if they have, like, from today's standards, a more simplistic art style. But that doesn't take away the fun factor, and I think that's something that a lot of games nowadays don't really account for, is that, like Call of Duty, for example. Call of Duty is more focused on making the game look good than to actually make the game fun. Which is why I have not touched a COD game since Black Ops 3. Yes, and also file sizes. Activision. What? Why? What? Like, do they literally? Well, I guess I shouldn't even ask. Do they literally expect? Because they do expect you to just have Call of Duty on your hard drive. Because, like a 200 gig update for Warzone. Like, what are you adding? Like an entire new game? Like 200 gigs for a game? Like, it better be worth it for that much memory. But the only reason I still have Black Ops 3 installed is because Black Ops 3 is probably the definitive Zombies experience with the Steam Workshop support. Because you can add pretty much any weapon from any COD game into that experience. And same thing with multiplayer. There's custom multiplayer. Like, for a while there were people who were recreating Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer in Black Ops 3, which got, I believe that was shut down by Activision. But, still. I don't know, it's just, like, I'm kind of just, like, while I'm doing this, like, mindless shooting, it makes me think, like, that's kind of why I gravitate towards a lot of these more classic titles, because a lot of modern games just have really lost their touch. Like, so for example, Take-Two Interactive. Like, I absolutely despise Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar nowadays, because, like, $50 for Red Dead Redemption, that was just for a port that doesn't really add anything special to it. And they're like, oh, well, it includes Undead Nightmare, and, like, based on, like, the time, it's like, Take-Two, you literally make billions of dollars in microtransactions, you could afford to release a game cheaply. But that's also why I'm not going to be buying GTA 6, or really anything Rockstar in the future, because after seeing what they did with GTA Online, I don't want to be part of that. Like, and it's a shame that so many companies, like, EA, of all companies, is doing better than, like, Take-Two and, like, Rockstar. Because EA actually had some pretty good games recently. Dead Space Remake, Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. And that was something that came out of left field that I never expected. EA still sucks, but, you know, they're doing better than Take-Two. I don't know what that means, but... let me catch up on chat real quick. Starfield didn't deliver on the graphics, but the fact you've gone this long without crashing is amazing. What is up with file sizes? Starfield is 140 gigs. Well, what's surprising is that Starfield is an open world, like universal, like RPG type game, but it's only 140 gigs. Black Ops 2 is like 180. Modern Warfare is like 200. It's like, and if it makes people happy, that's one thing. Like if you're happy with it and it makes you happy playing a casual COD experience, then all the power to you. I'm not gonna take that from you, but in my opinion, I just won't ever touch those games again because I think it's really terrible game design. Modern COD games will literally take up 30% of entire console's internal hard drive. To be fair, Rockstar didn't do the Red Dead release, but that's not an excuse. Take-Two has the money and we should expect better. Yeah, they're really just like money hogs at this point, and it's just a damn shame that they're like that. Because like GTA Online was fun for a while, but then after like a certain amount of time, they just started like making like new cars and vehicles that were basically the equivalent price of the actual game. So like you get a car that's $5 million, but in real world currency, 5 million GTA dollars is about the price of the game. So you're literally spending the exact same amount of money that you spent on buying the game for a car. And people keep buying the half-assed products, so this won't end. Yeah. Yeah, because people, like, I've heard, like, people, like, that, like, vocal defenders of GTA Online, who would say stuff like, oh, well, you know, just spend a lot of time and do this, and that. And it's like, most people who say that stuff, either A, they're hacking, or 2, they have a really, like, they've invested way too much time into the game. Because the problem with GTA Online is that it turned into a part-time job just to get, like, a bunch of stuff on it. And, like, I don't want to invest all this time in a game that I'm not even really going to play. Like, they expect you to turn it into an addiction or a part-time job, and that's just not my thing. So, I turn to titles like Kingdom Hearts, where at the very least I know what I'm paying for, and I know what I'm getting into. That doesn't mean I won't play multiplayer games. Like, I played Warframe yesterday with some audience members. No, I'm an ass. If you enjoy COD or Madden, you're contributing to the uneducated consumption. You contribute to a toxic gaming economy. I hope your lobby is full of cheaters and 5-year-olds cussing you out as they no-scope you and tell you how much they fucked your mother. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with multiplayer games. Like, if you're at, like, I play quite a bit, actually. Like, VR Chat is technically a social game, but I play a lot of that. I play Halo, mostly for multiplayer. I play SWAT on Halo 2 and 3. Resident Evil, I play co-op. Like, mostly, like, PvM stuff is my thing. Like, I don't really do PvP anymore. Unless it's, like, a game that... unless it's, like, a game that I play with other friends. Like, I just can't play PvP games by myself is the issue, I think. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV, like, Is this... What is this? What am I looking at? Are you... Like, what is going on with this? Like, what is this? Is this a graphical glitch? Here, let me leave and come back to see if it still happens. Like... yeah, that's weird. Like, it's just happening around Sid, too. Okay, he's really just got the same items. I don't see any graphs in this glitch. It's a PC glitch. Oh, is this like a well-known one? Yeah, because like I was a little bit concerned. I'm like, oh no, is my GPU doing this? Okay, good. Like, I'm glad that we have people who have played this before that know about this, because like I kind of was freaking out for a second. Why isn't GTA 6 promising? I think it was last year, somebody leaked an internal build of GTA 6 and showed off, like, early gameplay, which early gameplay you can't judge off of because, again, it's, like, pre-alpha. I mean, everything changes in development time. But, like, from what they showed off, it was really not any different from GTA 5 as far as, like, the gameplay was concerned. You know, I tell you what, chat, since I've gone through that area, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream, because it's been about 3 hours. I usually do like 3-4. So I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream here, because then the next time I can start... let me see if I can replicate that. Yeah, like, right here. It's like a checkerboard of graphical glitches. I love that. No, I disagree. I just want another thought process. Current comedy tracker. They never released DLC. They promised for 5. Full sent on the online. Apparently its development has been rebooted. The founder is left and not telling what other talent. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if it's a good game, sure, but I just feel like because since Rockstar has seen what they've been able to do with GTA Online and people are willing to pay money to get these microtransactions, I honestly fear for GTA 6 because it just feels like it's going to be another money grab. And the problem with a lot of these first-party titles that you see nowadays is that, especially multiplayer ones, is that they turn into money grabs with cosmetics and stuff. Halo Infinite, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, PUBG, like what have you. It just turns into this microtransaction whale, essentially. And something that I really don't like about that is that it's become the norm. Like, people expect this to be a thing and expect that it's normal. And it's just not normal. And it's really anti-consumer. But, you know, Halo Infinite, like, at least they're trying, but I still think that they just need to get rid of the item shop entirely and just do something different with it. But that's just my opinion. I don't ever claim to be smart, I just claim to have thoughts on things. You can ask, me being pissy about video games was my forte at some point. However, you're right. We've only seen leaks, no telling on the final product. Froppy VR. Oh, Froppy! Good to see you! Support indie instead. Feels bad, man. Sea of Stars came out on the 29th. Looks to be a good indie JRPG. AAA just isn't worth anything anymore. Yeah, Infinite, like, I think the problem with Halo Infinite was just that they overpromised and underdelivered, especially because they had Joseph Staten on the project, and even when he was the creative head, like an old Bungie guy, like the guy who voiced like 90% of the grunts in the games, and was like the creative head, like for all, well, I think he was like the head producer for like the cinematics and something for the original games. But then he got taken off that project and moved on to something else. And like Halo Infinite's Forge is great, but that's really the only selling point it has, because the story, like, while it was fun, it's just there's really nothing there for me anymore. Here, let me do that and allow. Quiet Shy released a visual novel. Let's you have a threesome with a lizard lady and flirt with a cute femboy. Just FYI. What does that have to do with anything, Taylor? I don't know. Well, Frozen's okay because he's one of my old YouTube buddies. Like, he's I've done a lot of work with him over the years, so I don't really mind. Yeah, like, one indie dev that I really hope will just give us any kind of information. Team Cherry, tell us when you're gonna release Hollow Knight Silksong already. It's been like 5 years. Just release the damn game. Like, it was originally supposed to be a DLC for Hollow Knight, which came out, I think, like 2016, 2017, and they still have not given us a proper release date. They're like, oh, well, E3 or Microsoft this year, we're gonna talk about Hollow Knight Silksong. This is more gameplay. Oh, we still don't have a release date yet. Team Cherry, you make good games, but just give us, like, at least, like, say, oh, it'll come out this year. Like, don't give us an exact date. I'd be happy if you just said, okay, 2024. That's good. But still, like, we've been waiting long enough. Team Cherry, give us what we want, please. Sabotage Studios indie, they have big names on, but still independent. To murder your train of thought, yeah, I, sort of have an idea what not to say, but double-checking my face isn't a bad idea. Of course, Party 2 released Chapter 1 like 10 years ago. We're still waiting for Chapter 2. It's really bad how long they've been keeping us without any info. Yeah, and like Team Salvato, the people who did Doki Doki Literature Club, like, they've been teasing like this Project Libitania thing in the game files for like years, but there's been no information about it. But I mean, I don't know. Like, things happen. Like, people are human. So, I understand if, like, delays happen or, like, ideas get changed around. Like, I mean, that's kind of what Final Fantasy 15 was like. It's like there were so many ideas and they had to rebuild it, like, from the ground up whenever they switched from PS2 or, like, PS3 to PS4. And there's been, like, so many in and out people. Like, there's like maybe 20 companies that work to get that game out the door, which I still love. Final Fantasy 15. It's one of my favorite games, but I understand it had a really troubled development. It's like even up to the very end. Team Cherry could literally drop one screenshot every 6 months and people would be happy. Right? And it looks like they have a solid gameplay for Hollow Knight Silksong, and I love Hollow Knight, but it's just the problem that I have with it is that they've just shown us gameplay at E3 for like the past like 4 years, and they just haven't shown anything. And like anything more than what's already been shown, and like I mean, I know that Hollow Knight kind of had the same issues with some of the DLC for that, but like Silksong was, as far as I'm aware, going to be a DLC for the original Hollow Knight, but they decided to make it a full-on game. But as far, like, I don't know, just like give us some sort of like news, Hollow Knight Silksong. Like, it's kind of like old Warframe, for example. Like old Warframe, when DE Steve was at the head, they'd announce something like, say, oh, it'll come December 2019. Guess what? That update didn't come out until 2021. So, like, when you see, like, something announced and they say, like, it'll come out, like, this time, it doesn't come out for, like, another year. Which is why when I play Warframe now, I'm really glad that content is coming out more frequently, because back then, content for that game just did not come out, period. It would be, like, 6 months before we even got, like, a small update on anything. I used to be a fan of Just Release the Game, Damn It, Mass Effect 3, Cyberpunk, Destiny, Remember Me, and a whole ton of others I regret pre-ordering. Good God. I regret pre-ordering Fallout 4 and also getting the Season Pass because I felt like my money was stolen from me because they didn't really give me anything substantial content-wise. 2 story updates. I'm holding up 2 fingers, even though I just have a nub for a hand. Like, just imagine there's 2 of these here. There are 2 story DLCs for Fallout 4, and then the rest of it was settlement bundles, and then the vault creation thing. And it's like, I liked the system of creating stuff, but I didn't want to spend money on a DLC pack just for that. So Fallout 4 was kind of a letdown for me because of that. You ever seen The Crown Sworn? It's like someone got tired of waiting for Silksong and said, fine, I'll do it myself. To be clear, I am not saying just release the game. I'm saying communicate and don't rebuild the game 4 years in advance if you're not going to say anything in between. At least it wasn't Fallout 76. Yeah, like, and I also don't want things to be, like, rushed out the door either, because Halo Infinite was a big culprit of that, and Cyberpunk as well. Because they wanted to get it out the door as soon as possible, so that's why it was in such a terrible shape. And from what I hear from players of Cyberpunk now, like people who are enjoying the game, they say it was really good now, but like when it first came out, it was abysmal. But like, I think like and I'll go to the Dead Space remake as another example here. Like, that was a remake done well. They actually, the development team behind it, EA Motive, they worked with the fans and like a council of fans, and then other like former Visceral Games devs to see like what like the game should be and like what they could improve and what they could take away and what they could keep the spirit of the original, but also adding to it. And I think that they did a really fantastic job because they, like, everyone I've talked to loves the Dead Space remake. And it was the first, like, full game that I streamed on this Twitch channel, and I love the Dead Space remake. But it's just like, a lot of the time whenever people remake games, it's sometimes a hit or miss. So like Resident Evil 2, fantastic remake. Resident Evil 3, not so much. Resident Evil 4, fantastic remake. So if they make a Resident Evil 5 remake, I hope that they actually have a team dedicated to it instead of just having their B team that did Resident Evil 3. So yeah, 2 and 4 were fantastic. Like, Resident Evil 2 was my favorite game of 2019. Resident Evil 3, it had a good, like, concept, but it was too short. Yeah, like, exactly. Like, I read that exactly as you said it. It was too short. I beat the game. I'm not a speedrunner, but I did beat the game in 55 minutes. Full story, like, all the bosses, everything, in 55 minutes. So I just feel like if I can beat the game that quickly and there's no bonus content, it just really... It felt like Resident Evil 3, like, a lot of the development resources got put over to Resident Evil Resistance, which was the multiplayer title that they released in tandem with it. So it was, like, bundled together. So if you bought Resident Evil 3, you got Resistance. If you bought Resistance, you got Resident Evil 3, something like that. But fun game, just way too short, needed more content. Tony Hawk 1 and 2 is a top quality remake. The only thing it did wrong was not including any Tony Hawk 3 levels. Yeah, like, I never got to play that, so I might get that because it's on, like, I have to use the Epic Game Store to play Kingdom Hearts, so I might get that on Epic because it's not on Steam. The only problem is that 90% of the songs in Tony Hawk are copyrighted, so I'd get dinged with copyright claims and my VOD would be muted, or like, oh, I don't know, Power Man 5000 and Spider 1 are going to be coming after me, like, trying to get the money that I don't have. I mean, I like Power Man 5000, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to get sued by them, because they already did try to sue Square on Final Fantasy XIV. This 2-in-1 game should have been a 3-in-1 game. It's such a funny take, yeah. Yeah, and I've seen good things about the Tony Hawk remakes. I love Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. I also like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 as well. I played the PC versions of some of those games, the N64 versions, and I even played the Game Boy Advance versions, which are the lesser-known versions. Very, very primitive 3D graphics, but still fun nonetheless. But yeah, like, I would say that that's probably one of my... Like, I really love the Tony Hawk series. I didn't really get into Underground or American Wasteland. Mostly just the Pro Skater series, but I love them. Like, and guilty pleasure, I tended to just, like, have Tony wipe out as much as I could. And that's probably what inspired Skate 3's devs to create that mode where you're just... The whole purpose is to wipe out in such a horrible way and just break as many bones as possible. I want to skate more. Activision, why must you ruin everything? Because money. Yeah, because Activision Blizzard, well, Activision makes nothing but Call of Duty now. And Blizzard makes things like Overwatch 2 and overpromises and underdelivers. Like, I mean, for those who haven't seen it, Overwatch 2 came to Steam, like, randomly, and it's got mostly negative reviews, or, like, overwhelmingly negative reviews. Because, like, what's the point? Like, I mean, if you're having fun with Overwatch, like, I have friends who love it, that's great, and I'm very, very supportive because it makes them happy. But I'm not going to be playing it just because, like, they promised a PvE mode, but then they cut it, so it's really, you're just playing the same game again with some new features. They remade Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I guess they did do that. Let's create a Vanguard party and overthrow our capitalist overlords. Yeah, like... It's just a shame. Like, that's why I like to tend to, like, for those who are new to the stream, I do like to play, like, more classic titles, and sometimes I'll play something new, like Warframe, or, like, I played the Dead Space remake, of course, not too long ago, Final Fantasy 15, so somewhat newer games, but for the most part I tend to stick to the classics, because that's just what makes me happy and what I like to stream, and Kingdom Hearts being a 2001-2002 game, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, like, we kind of, like, devolved into a conversation about, like, video game microtransactions and bullshit regarding that, but I think that's a good way to kind of, like, because that's me, like, I'm really into, like, the conversational factor about this, like, of course, being a radio person myself, like, and a podcaster and commentator by nature before I came to Twitch. This is kind of the thing that I do, is I like to have conversations with people, and it kind of reminds me when I was on radio and people would, like, talk to me through the chat app that I had on my radio, at my radio station, so. But, I think, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and raid out this stream. Probably next week I'll continue this, and hopefully, like, the worlds that I'm going to from this point on will be a lot more, not as backtracky. Yeah, and thank you for the follow, by the way, and I do apologize if I got a little frustrated earlier, but, you know, I have my limits myself, but really, thanks for sticking around for the whole stream, like, it means a lot. So, it looks like, there's a couple people streaming right now. I'm gonna go ahead, and because Cranberry is here, I'm gonna raid out to your friend, Yan. They are currently streaming, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Go give them all of your love if you don't want to stick around for the stream. If you don't want to stick around for the raid, that is completely okay, but if you want to stick around, go give them some love. And I'll be seeing y'all the next time I stream. Bye-bye. Trying to wave.